Hey guys, welcome back to one more episode of Askamentor. This is a show where we answer the most relevant and most happening questions for entrepreneurs. The reason of doing this show is to make sure that the most troublesome, the most biggest questions an entrepreneur is facing be answered, and through the content we produce here, your answer is also getting, your problem is also getting sorted. Okay, saying that, I bring on Mr. Sovan to answer your question. Today, the question is by a person called Ashok, and he's asking, what is the best time to go for subscription model in my business? So, Sovan.
Okay, so yeah, very great question. What is the best time to go for subscription model in my business? Okay, so let me put a different twist to this. Most of the people who some product or a service which has subscription model. So what most of the entrepreneurs, if my product is ready, now pay for it. People will be paying for it. That is what most of the people think. Now let me bring in some people want to subscribe or pay you. They like you, they know you, and they trust you. So now, while most of the people might be thinking that, okay, I have done an MBA from a great college, from a great institution. Okay, I have fantastic certificates. I have traveled abroad. Okay, I have some amount of my experience in my corporate career. Okay, and now I'm eligible to demand money from my customers. Okay, that is what most of the people think. That's why I want to bring in this concept of which is called as a career capital, where people get confused with the word career capital. Now, what is career capital is to understand that how many people know you, like you, and trust you. That is number one. And why would people know you, like you, and trust you? You are building credibility in the market. You have credibility, you have reliability, you have dependability, okay, and lesser self-orientation. When I say lesser self-orientation, means you want to solve people's problem. You're not oriented towards you. It's not me as a person. No, everything has to happen because of me. No, it is not like that. It is because I want to focus on my customers. I want to focus on the problems that I want to. And the more you build that credibility, reliability, dependability, and of course, trust, which is there, and lower self-orientation, that is when you take your services, subscribe to your services. And eventually, what it will take time for people for entrepreneurs to build this. It takes time, but you have to keep, you are ensuring you are solving their problem and focusing on just one thing. Never give up. More and more customers, okay, will subscribe. Okay, once that starts happening, then you will see a flood of people coming towards you and start taking your products or service, right? So the right time you people want you, becoming visible person, right? But we could offer.
Okay, so there is a screen. Okay, fine. Now what Sovan is trying to say, guys, is a concept about credibility. Now, a lot of people, startups, typically what they think is, now I have built the product, and they think that just because they see a huge line in front of Apple showrooms before a launch of a product, they also expect that there will be a long queue when they launch the product, and they expect that people will start paying them subscription from day one. That doesn't happen. Now, what someone is trying to say with this concept of career capital is career capital is something that you build as a credibility factor over a period of time, and with that, you accumulate something called career capital, and with that, do you start attracting payments and attracting subscriptions, right? So on.
Absolutely. So how many be with you? How many people want to be associated with you? Associated because they know that you are a credible one, and second, you will help them to fulfill their dreams, right? That is when people get associated with you. And once you have established, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. It is much more time than what you get as a corporate experience, right? It is in a corporate experience you may not have achieved your career capital. Right? People often confuse that, I have 10 years of experience, so I have built my career capital, because now people are ready to pay for my services. It's not like that.
Hmm. Hmm. So the
So
credibility
that's the
and
short answer.
the so-called paper, yeah. And also we can make examples, isn't it? So like, just because you have a degree certificate saying you're a business expert or a MBA, it doesn't mean that you are a master of business administration, is it, so on?
True, very true. If we talk mentoring as a career, or a mentoring as right, when there are mentors who are there, help a lot of startups take them from point A to point B. There could be a lot of people who will say, okay, I have 10 years of experience and enough to mentor someone, right? But then you have the credibility in the market, because you are actually not mentoring startups. So when you start mentoring startups, when you start getting associated with a lot of institutes where you are mentoring startups, you are mentoring companies, you have created a difference at least in 2 to 3 or 5 startups. That is when you have started building a career capital. That is when you have started building a credibility, a trust. And now people know that you can bring a difference in other people's life as well. And that is where people would want to get associated and start subscribing to whatever you have in offer.
Right, guys. So now that is exactly what we do at Find My Mentors. We bring people with career capital who have been there and done that, who have credibility, so that you can actually start associating and you can get value out of them. And we're not talking about business coaches who just speak the words. We're talking about mentors who have done what they speak. Now that is what we do a rigorous check to make sure that we bring to you such mentors on board. Right. So someone. So I think considering time, I have to like end this show. And anything else you would like to answer? So on.
No, great question. Very nice question. And as Kashyap mentioned, we handpick mentors who have actually successfully run businesses, who have a proven track record, and who have mentored startups successfully. And these are the people who come to the platform and they will mentor your startup, right?
Right.
So, help is available. If you need help, reach out to
Askamentor.
us.
Right. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. So please like, comment, and share, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. So until next time, have fun and take care.
Thank you.